Well, I'm sure it works, and you've got to have faith it'll work, or else you'd be reduced.
The case of Ted Bundy. Between the 1970s and 1980s, the United States was terrorized by a man who seemed to be the opposite of a criminal. Ted Bundy, a charming, intelligent, and charismatic young man, hid a dark side that no one could imagine. Born in 1946, Ted Bundy had a seemingly normal childhood. He was a brilliant student and grew up with an active social life.
Ted presented himself as a clean-cut, boy-next-door type.
Well, I'm sure it works, and you've got to have faith it'll work, or else you'd be reduced to some kind of, mumbling idiot.
Does that mean ultimately you want to get involved in the criminal justice system?
The funny thing happened to me on the way to labor law class one morning. I got 2 weeks in the spa, and yes, I intend to complete my legal education and become a lawyer and be a damn good lawyer. I think things are going to work out. That's about all I can say.
However, behind this facade was a troubled young man who struggled with impulses that no one could perceive. In the early 1970s, a series of mysterious disappearances of young women began to be reported in different states. The victims were usually lured by Bundy's confidence and kindness, as he often pretended to be injured or in need of help. Ted Bundy to a victim: "Could you help me carry these things to my car?" Bundy was arrested in 1975 for kidnapping, but his ability to manipulate the legal system and his intelligence allowed him to escape twice from prison, once by sawing through the bars of his cell, and another time by escaping from a library during a trial. Ted Bundy's trial in 1979 attracted significant media attention. It was the first televised trial in the United States, and instead of relying on lawyers, Bundy chose to defend himself. His performance in court was almost theatrical, and he maintained his image of innocence until the end. Real dialogue from the trial is interspersed, showing Bundy defending himself, trying to persuade the jury. After years of denying his guilt, Bundy finally confessed. He admitted to murdering more than 30 women in several states, though the real number of victims was never fully confirmed. Clips of real interviews with Bundy are used, giving insight into his disturbed mentality.
Perhaps the court can tell me how I can hold you jail with contempt.
You can quit breaking lights and stuffing toilet paper in a lock. That's how you can not hold them in contempt.
What I'm saying to you, Your Honor, is I'm laboring under conditions which are causing me stress which this court is not aware of, the conditions imposed upon me.
On January 24th, 1989, after years of legal appeals and delays, Ted Bundy was executed in the electric chair in Florida. Thousands of people gathered outside the prison, celebrating the end of one of America's greatest nightmares. Ted Bundy was one of the most notorious serial killers of the 20th century. His story serves as a dark reminder that evil can hide behind a friendly face and charismatic behavior. Ted Bundy was more than just a killer. He was an enigma that left deep scars on American society. His story reminds us that evil can hide in plain sight, disguised by charm and intelligence. While his crimes can never be forgotten, it's important that the stories of his victims are remembered and honored.
I've met a lot of men who were motivated to commit violence just like me. And without exception, every one of them was deeply involved in pornography, without question, without exception, deeply influenced and consumed by an addiction to pornography. There's no question about it. The FBI's own study on serial homicide shows that the most common interest among serial killers is pornography.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's real. It's true.
And that wraps up the case of Ted Bundy, one of the most notorious serial killers in history. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more true crime content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, share your opinions, and suggest other cases you'd like to see here. See you in the next video.